All right, we're goddamn live, motherfuckers. We're back. We're here, and I think we're here. Let me double check. I don't know what the fuck's going on right now, but we'll see you guys in a few. All right, we're gonna talk about some current events and some other bullshit.
Rumbo.
I'm not sure if we're live, Al, on Rumble. I'm double checking. I'm looking like a mother. I'm looking on YouTube. I think the same thing's happening last time. It's happening now. There it is. We are live on Rumble. Goddamn. Oh my God. Oh yeah, we're live. I can't hear you, Al. Your microphone's off.
Yeah, I muted myself.
Yeah, you muted yourself. Yep.
Here it is. We're here.
All right, we're here, guys. Yep. Dear Saj, here it is. Yes, you're live. Unfolding Joker. Saj, you like to borrow a tampon? I'm not even gonna read the rest. All right, guys, we're here. We're having some technical fucking goddamn difficulties. Man, it's wild. I even had to restart my whole wireless system. It's ridiculous. All right, I see you guys over on Rumble. We got a guy over on Twitch and somebody over on YouTube. So right now we're on YouTube. We're on the Mighty Rumble. For some reason, other Locals didn't launch. Locals is down. We're on that crazy Twitch. So if you guys over there on Twitch, thank you for watching the show. Whoever you are over there, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sending them out now. Sending out some invites.
Yeah, and all right, and yeah, we here, man. So on Rumble, I need you guys to like the show, like the damn show on Rumble, and our views are getting higher. We got a lot more people watching the show after the show, and I don't mind that. That's the way it gets, as long as you get the word out. But just give me a goddamn thumbs up. It's not freaking hard. I mean, I have a hard time doing it sometime when I watch other people's shows, but soon I program myself now. As soon as I come on and watch the video, I just hit thumbs up. Just hit the thumbs up, man. I mean, if we got over 200 or 300 people watching the show after the show, I should have at least 200 something thumbs up. And it helps the show get up in the current thing so Rumble can put it out when they send the emails and all this stuff. It helps the show significantly in order for us to get more followers, and the more followers we get, more live people we get on the platform, and then we can run more ads, and it can pay for this thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's all about.
Yep. And all we ask for you, we don't ask for you to send us money or anything like that. All we ask is a simple click on the button, man.
Yeah.
Mash the button, click the button, touch the button.
Yeah, hit the button like you hit other buttons. You know what I'm saying? It ain't hard. And just hit the damn button, and appreciate you guys on that. And before we go any farther, we're going to thank who sponsors this show, and that is Saber Team Tactical. And Saber Team Tactical sponsors the show. And go ahead, Al.
Yep. And we're first and foremost, our partner, Right to Bear. If you don't have a protection plan, this is the one for you. And we say this only because we've done the research and we looked through this, and that's why we present it to you guys. We would not do it if it wasn't a valuable and worthwhile protection plan. First and foremost, everything's up front. There's no reimbursement, so you don't have to come out your pocket for anything. As long as your dues are up to date, and that's the key. As long as your dues are up to date and you paid for that month, they'll protect you. And it's no waiting period. As soon as you sign up, you're covered. You sign up tonight, you're covered tomorrow. Hopefully nothing ever happens. And it's like every other insurance. You pay for it and nothing ever happens, only that this is a protection plan, meaning it's going to protect your liberties, your ability to stay free, your abilities to defend yourself. All of those things are underneath this. It's a multi-state coverage package, secondary and minor, meaning that anyone in your family who's an adult and you add them to the protection plan, they're covered. Bail bond coverage. You get a bond, they're bailing you out. All the extra stuff that a lot of times you wind up having to pay when you go to court is covered in this, such as expert witness testimony. They'll pay for expert witnesses, psychological support for you and your family after the incident. Once you have prevailed and you prevail court, a lot of times that takes a toll on you physically and mentally. They will get you psychological help. We talk about this part all the time, is the gun confiscation. If you get your gun taken in as evidence, they'll replace that so that you have a replacement. You can still defend yourself. Most of you guys I know probably have more than one, or where the boat sunk, so you can go back and pick it up. Nonetheless, then everybody's doesn't have multiple guns, and if you don't, they will make sure. Even if you do, they'll still make sure to replace your firearm. One of the other things that they do is they have self-defense education and training. So you can take classes through Right to Bear, and they will train you, whether it's firearms itself, self-defense, knowledge about the Second Amendment and how it applies to you and your state. All those things are covered in your dues. So again, if you use SABER, you will be covered, and you also get a discount when you sign up.
Yep. And also, a lot of you guys don't realize they also, if you click on this and go to their page, they also have a reciprocity map. And so you can click on what state you're in. Like we're in Georgia. I don't want to click on that. And but you can go to what's right. Yeah, it's like constitutional carry in the state of Georgia, and it tell you all the other states what type of rights you have, and then you can put your I think you can put your state, the state or somewhere in there, and it's supposed to change or something like that. I can't seem to. I think they changed it from last time.
Hover over there.
Okay. Yeah, they say select the state's license honor, deselect the state. Just click on them again. Okay, right. So if I click on, but it takes us to the permit thing. I think it might be doing it because I'm on a live page. Yeah, yeah. I think that's what's happening here. But it's supposed to be you click on that and it'll show you what states you have. Right. So this deselect
at the top where it says states that honor my permit. Click that.
Okay.
The next one.
Nah, it didn't do it. Yeah, I can't because it dumps me off to another page. So because I'm sharing it, that's why it won't allow me to do it. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. And but just go to that page. But it's a good
resource nonetheless.
Yeah. Go to that page and check it out and go from there.
What's up, Big Shooter?
Yeah. So I also see Mrs. Sarge over there and Big Shooter.
Oh wow.
Thank you guys for coming over. Howdy. Thank you, Unfolding Joker, for putting the website up and really appreciate that. And go to classes. Then we got there you go, Al.
Yep. So and made frame in our major classes, we'll do the one-on-one that came out of COVID, and we were trying to get back get groups back together, and you get 4 or 5 people. So you know what? Do one-on-one training. So we do the one-on-one. It works out the same. You get full undivided attention for the time period that you select. Any of these titles up here, any topic that you see up here, we can bring that out for you. So if you just wanted to shoot and learn how to run your shotgun, you want to run a PCC, anything, you let us know. We'll bring it out there and we'll set it up for you. We do have a class coming up this weekend, and it's the Concealed Carry Stop the Bleed medical class. Really good class. It's an introduction level type stuff, but it also gets you multiple uses of the tourniquet as well as Israeli gauze and triage, being able to recognize and stop people from going into shock, slow it down. So those are things that you need. It's not always for gunshot wounds. It could be for somebody facing some other type of trauma. Somebody falls out of a tree. Kid gets
N-
hit by a car. All those
wound,
things.
knife wound. Somebody
Knife
stab
wounds,
your
right?
ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep. And,
So,
and the good thing is you start with yourself, and
yeah,
then we show you how to work with other people, because
right.
just like in the airplane, the first thing they tell you to do is put your mask on first before you try to help anybody else.
Right.
It's the same thing, same kind of mental. Be able to protect yourself and help heal or stop the bleeding on yourself before you go looking to help somebody else. Right? You're no good if you're working on somebody and all of a sudden you pass out and you're gone. So get your shit together, and then you can go help other people. We go all the way down.
Because you got a
Go all the way
minute.
down.
Because
Yep.
you got a minute if your main artery gets blown out.
See, he loves it, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You talk to him about a little bit, he opened it like Pandora's box. He just take a little, just one little peek, and he's going to drop the whole thing on you. All right. November 3rd. It's going to be nice and a little temperature drop.
Oh, you skipped September.
September. Oh, September 29th. Stop the Bleed medical and rifle battle class. I don't know why I skipped that one. That's a great class, because that one pop and smoke.
Yeah, we're pop smoking now.
Good class, experience wise. You don't get that type of experience nowhere, not in the state of Georgia. We looked around where it's a little bit of confusion, but we're in control. But at the same time, you get the feeling of what the hell's going on, and then you got to control yourself and simmer down and work within a group at the same time. So you have a specific duty to do, certain job to do. You still have to perform that job. You just can't, and we've had that, and we got to bring it down, remind you where you are. We're gonna finish this, and we can get through the rest of the course, and then
the Mucho Grande.
Yes, that is the one we look forward to through the year. It's a high round count class, and you have to have a higher level skill. You got to be at least the intermediate, meaning that you have to be able to keep your rifle and your pistol running without assistance. Slap, rack, bang, whatever you want to hear. Taps, raps, claps, keep it going. Keep the gun going. We're not concerned about any of the marksmanship, because if you can't control the gun, you shouldn't be there in the first place. At this point, it's about the movement. And it's about being in the right place at the right time and following orders. Literally, it's not a suggestion, it's an order. The hand of God is on the range that day, and I've seen it. It works. It works. And sometimes people don't like being touched by God, but nonetheless, we haven't had nobody hurt. So the hand of God does work.
Right.
So that's November 3rd, and it's a great time, because at that time the leaves and the range looks nice, and it's cooler, so that this guy could, at least over there this time.
It's cool. We don't pop smoke in this class, because it's so much you have to learn and get your head out of the game. Basically, you're going to give me your brain for that day and let me control it. And so let me have your brain. Come there with an open mind, and you're going to learn something you never saw in your entire life. Right. This class was actually developed on active duty. It was used in active duty and also in a theater across the water. And it's real. That's all I have to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. We had some doubters in social media, and then we took a look at them, and that was funny.
Yeah, once I get through calling them POSs and all types of, I think they kind of stop.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. They don't want the challenge.
Yeah. Then go to Laser Engraving. I got a show coming up, Paulding. I forgot the dates. I have the dates the closer it gets. September. We got a 2 tent lot. We're gonna be in Laser Engraving. It's a craft show. And my wife's got some stuff out there, like baskets and all types of pottery and stuff like that. It's a big sale.
Holiday time too coming up.
Oh yeah. We're expected every year about 7,000 people come out. It's a big show for 2 days, and we have a good time. We met a lot of good other vendors out there, and this is our 3rd year actually doing this, and we just getting bigger and bigger every year we go out. You know what I'm saying? And
that's how you work it.
Yeah, it's really enjoyable. So, but this is a video on some leather patches I made, and some of the stuff I do It's this is the before picture of the portraits, and here's an after on bass wood, and but I also do your magazines and some custom leather patches and dog tags, anything that you guys want that can be specific for a graduation, retirement, military. You guys want to like an old patch you guys went through, and
Can you do PMags?
yes, I can do PMags too.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do PMags in 3 different colors: gray, tan, and brown. So yeah, we can do PMags. Just don't get crazy on them, you know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying, but I can definitely do PMags. If you saw my PMags, you see they're all marked up. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you were paying any attention to them because they usually I spray paint them so nobody steal them. You know,
I was waiting till you finished, and I'm going to say, you mean the ones
spray
that you
painted
have arranged all over the
yeah,
place?
you know, the ones all spray painted.
Right, you could leave them there for hours, and nobody picks
Nobody
them
will
up.
touch them.
They don't even kick them. They don't even kick them out the way. Just walk over them.
And just hit me up at saberteamtactical@gmail.com, and we'll see you there. And when I've learned that because I've lost magazines in training classes, so I just figured, okay, I just spray paint them an ugly color and nobody will want them, you know, and nobody touches them. And I do my pistol magazines the same way, you know, spray paint the bottom of them.
Yeah, some burgundy, and I don't know what the other color was. I was like, what the hell? And you're right, it stayed there at the end of the day.
Nobody touches them.
Thanks for stopping by, Sarge.
Yeah. All right, Sarge. Yeah, I know you're going back to work.
And he understands that, yes, it does work in mysterious ways. Yes.
And Lang, thank you for stopping by too, man. Appreciate
everybody. Thank you for stopping by, but Sarge had to leave. That's the reason why.
I know he got to take his ass back to work. Yeah. So, so we're just gonna go over some. I forgot to put the tags up, didn't I? Let's go.
Yeah, I see it
tonight. There it is. We're just gonna talk about some current events. The biggest ones is assassination attempt part 2. And you guys know that after the FBI's cleaned up everything, so the guy who supposedly shot the president, and you know, they cremated his body last week. You know what I'm saying? And some senators wanted to take his body and do another drug analysis on it and see if the guy was under any types of psychotics or any type of mood altering drugs, because nobody believes this guy was just a lone shooter or is in there without any help. You know what I'm saying? Because the FBI is still saying they got apps on his phone they can't break into. And why you can't break into, you break in everybody else's stuff. You know what I'm saying? They still not describing or posting all over the place this guy, what type of rifle he has, even though we saw the pictures of the rifle. But if this had been any other type of shooting, the FBI would say this has been it was an AR-15. This is the type, and this is where you get it. This is who made it. All types of other stuff. It's just so much mysterious stuff that's going on about this. It's unreal. You know what I'm saying? And Unfolding Joker said he was on the LSD. Then it's also, I think
that was something they actually put out there.
Oh, they did?
Toxicology stuff. Yeah.
He was under some mood, but they can't find out now. You know what I'm saying? Because they never tested him for it. But it's still the theory that was there anybody at that water tower? And all confirmed snipers, every sniper who sees this, saw the layout. They all said that roof was not the best place to be. The water tower is the best place to be. You know, everybody is saying that. All professional snipers who's been in, you know, in country are all saying that. And so it's kind of strange, you know what I'm saying? And it's very strange. And then you have the other thing that just happened last week, where you had the Secret Service agent, female, decided to decide. Well, I have to say female because if I say, you know, she was gonna go breastfeed.
If you describe what she did,
no,
you would not
you can't
determine the sex.
Dude, Democrats can't even define a female. So
how many Democrats we got on this line, bro?
No, there's no Democrats on this line. But you know, I mean, it might be some.
I know. I hear what you're saying. But
Yeah,
you
they're
you
like, oh,
started this. You went
that's a
down that road.
that's a hairy
I was
chested
leaving it
dude.
alone.
All right, it was
I was let,
it
I
was
was
a
letting it go,
yeah.
and you pulled up and said I had to say female. No, you didn't, because once you say breastfeed, I don't think men can breastfeed.
No, they
I
can't.
don't
But
think
these fools are trying. You see the YouTube videos. You see the YouTube videos of men are trying to breastfeed. It's ridiculous. It's like, come on, man. So
Oh man, I'm sorry,
uh,
guys. I'm back. I'm back.
so she left her post just before the president Trump got to the North Carolina event. Walks off, go breastfeed her child in a secure room where the president
Yes.
goes if there's an emergency. Plus, she had 2 of her family members with her in
Right.
that
Unauthorized.
room, unauthorized.
Unauthorized.
The only reason was caught. The supervisor on duty was walking the perimeter and checking out everybody's
One
posts
last time. Yep.
and found out
one more run.
her post was empty. She did not
Mhm.
radio to let anybody know. She had to take a break. She did not inform anybody that this was going to happen. So we
Y'all
got
know
to
what
ask,
time it is. It's breastfeeding time.
right? But we got to ask ourselves, was she paid to do this? You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on now. Do you really want your job? I hope they fired her. You know what I'm saying? And
They're still investigating, and no actions have been taken. But the crazy thing is what you're saying in reference to duty, and they everybody's sworn, right? So you know what you're supposed to do. You there's no rookie, you're not a brand new person. They're not right out the academy, so they understand the detail. So why would you do that? Why would you do that? That's what the part doesn't make sense to me, is that you understand it. And you've been on details. I've been on details. Sometimes you're off communication from family members. I'm back in the days with pagers. And you couldn't answer a damn page. And it was just a little, the thing on your hip, and you look at the telephone number, you couldn't call the number back.
But the thing of it
you're
is,
on a detail.
but when we went in the maneuver box and we did certain things, they always state no cell phones.
Right.
Do not bring any cell phones. Do not bring any devices that you're going to be communicating with your loved ones back home. It doesn't happen.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm talking about from the simplest, watching a damn door, to something that may be complicated, where you have, different streets and area of coverage. So you have to pay attention to stuff. So this doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't.
No, it doesn't make no sense. It's like, what the hell? You got a Secret Service job. Why are you neglecting it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there you go. That's the way.
Yeah.
I like the way you put that.
Yeah. I mean, that's your job, is, to protect somebody, and you're sitting there talking about your breasts are a little bit more protective to feed your baby. Couldn't you put some milk in the bottle and left the baby at home?
That's what every other mother does.
Right.
They have to go to work.
Yeah. It's not making sense.
And they have pumps, they have refrigeration, all that stuff.
Right.
I just, this one is baffling to me, because it's like, when I read it, like when you first told me, I'm laughing at you like, get out of here, you went for that. And you looking at me like, look it up. And I look it up and like, oh shit, yeah.
It was real.
Like,
it was real.
Like, it's just so bizarre that you go, there's no way nobody does that. Nobody who makes it past the Secret Service background check, makes it through the Secret Service Academy, gets a job at Secret Service, has veteran, not a rookie, has done this before. Nobody does that. Nobody does that. They just don't do it. There's no, because it's the same thing as undercover agents, right? Or other undercover police officers. They take that job. They know they're away from family, they're away from friends. They're not going to, bowling on Tuesday night on a weekly basis. Certain things are sacrificed. That's the same thing with this. You're on that detail for whatever particular time it is. That's it. That's your sole focus. And that's what leads me to look at you and go, hey, because if that was your sole focus and you break it, that means you're not focused anymore. That means that whatever happens in that corridor, and it's an area that's behind,
or she didn't give a damn about the person she's
there you go.
She's guarding, or she was paid to drop that post. You know what I'm saying? Or she's like, screw it, F this guy. let it happen again, I don't give a damn because I got an excuse and they won't fire me because I'm breastfeeding. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious.
You're
I'm
right.
serious. And
No, I'm
seeing
sorry.
if I was a dude on the job and like, get the fuck back to your post, and after this is over, I'm gonna see you tomorrow morning and
Yeah.
bring all your shit because you're done. You're done. You know what I'm saying?
Big Shooter
Yeah.
says the grassy knoll and now the water tower. Go figure.
Yeah. I mean, it just none of it. And seeing what puzzles me, you have the agency who's pushed the Russian collusion out, and these guys are the ones who investigate.
Yeah. Did you
You know what I'm
did
saying?
you see did you see Big Shooter's second comment?
Yeah. Men trying to breastfeed talk about tits on the on the borehole. Yeah, hairy tits. You know, they're hairy, man.
The reason why I said it to you is because you just said that before we went on air. You said
Yeah.
something similar to that, and I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like, come on, dude. I mean, it's just none of this stuff is making sense. None of it.
Nah,
And
man.
so
It's concerning too because stuff like this can cause ramifications that are far-reaching.
I think they're gonna try it again. I think this is not over. And
you mentioned something earlier about evidence, and the same day or hours later, they were
oh yeah, that's right.
hosing
They're cleaning up the crime scene.
Yep. And I mean, that to me was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You're not collecting anything else up there. You got a straight up what do you call those, pressure hose on that roof. There's
Cleaning
nothing
all the blood off.
Yeah.
And anything was ever left up there, it's all gone. Now you just got to look at crime scene photos and say, okay, this is what happened. This was there. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. So this is ABC. ABC says that the shooter had previously sought to join his high school rifle club, but was rejected and asked not to return. Two students who were members of the team at the time told ABC News that.
Yeah, because it was probably
what you mentioned before. They mentioned the rifle. It said AR-15 style, no caliber though, and we all know the multiple calibers come through the AR-15 style.
We don't know if it was a 223, 5.56, or 22. We don't know. They're not even talking about it. And these dudes, after every mass shooting that happened,
down the ballistic coefficients.
Yeah,
they give you everything.
They even give you the poundage. Oh, you had a 3.5 trigger pull. You know what I'm saying?
He meant to kill people.
He had 30-round magazines that was made by Bear. There were PMags by Magpul. You know what I'm saying?
Dropping product names. What was the first one? The first one, that company damn near went out of business. The DC Snipers had it.
We were just talking about that.
Yep. Smith & Wesson bought them, I believe. It was not Rock River, the other one.
Yeah. I can't think of. Yeah, they got sued.
And they were, and they didn't do anything wrong. What did they do wrong? So they sold guns. We don't even know how other people got it. But anyway, damn, what the hell? I thought I'd get the name of that.
Yeah, it was a matter of fact, it was another company that went out of business too after the it was Daniel Defense. Thank you, Tulad. And they got sued behind that one. And it was another company not the Columbine, but what was the other school that got shot up, the kids where got killed?
Bushmaster.
Yeah, Bushmaster. Yeah, Bushmaster went out of business. Yeah. Yeah. So they got sued their socks off. Like the Bushmaster just got in the car, drove down to the school, AR-15 with no arms, and got some bullets and went down there and went in the classrooms and got with these two weirdos and said, you know what? I'm going to shoot up everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But they, like I said, they don't do that to cars at all.
It's in Nevada. They open back up.
They did?
Now. Yeah.
Okay.
Franklin Armory is their parent company.
Yeah. Uvalde shooting. Was that the Uvalde shooting?
Uvalde.
Uvalde. Uvalde shooting was that was a recent one, wasn't
That was a recent one. That's the one where
Yeah.
the guy, the officer stayed outside because his retirement.
They put him in jail.
They brought him back out, bro. Well, man, let me see the timeline on that one.
I
'Cause
think that
I saw
he was
that
under
guy was living large recently,
no, I thought they brought him up on charges for that event. Yeah.
and he beat it.
Yeah. Okay. A big shooter says DPMS Panther 5.56 rifle was used in the shoot by the shooter that shot Trump. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay. How you
Okay.
find that?
Yeah, because he's a gun guy. You know?
No, I don't doubt him. No doubt. No doubt. I mean, that's good information.
Tulane said that's where Daniel Defense got sued over. And over the yeah, that's
Uvalde.
right. Uvalde. Okay. And Unfolding Joker said, yeah, didn't that same guy from Uvalde end up in Hawaii after the fires?
Mm-hmm.
Who he's talking about? The sheriff?
No, the dude that stayed out, he was like a school resource officer. Heard the shots. They got video of him in the back. He's walking and he heard the shots, and you see him looking.
He was the guy in charge and told everybody not to go in.
No, that was the sheriff himself. It was he was a Mexican guy. This guy is an older white dude, and he was standing outside, heard the gunshot. You see him move, then he goes behind like a wall or something.
Oh, that guy.
Wall.
Yeah, that guy. I remember that guy. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I'm telling you, bro, I think because a lot of people were mad. They wanted his retirement rescinded, all that. And the courts ruled that,
he can keep his retirement. But loses his job.
He jetted. He wasn't coming back.
Yeah.
And he lived in that community for a while and was having a hard time. And that's when
of course. Yeah. I think you're gonna have a hard time. Yeah, you letting children die, man. Come on, dude. Just go in there, bro. That's doesn't hurt. Just go in there, take your time, whatever you got to get in there. You may be scared, but that's what you signed up for.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying?
You gotta fight through the fear.
Yeah, you signed up. You signed up for that.
And this is the key. And any police chiefs or anybody in charge, stop cutting the training budget first.
Yeah,
these guys, they cut the training budget first. These guys don't get training; they get certified. So they know a few words, they can write some things about it, but yet they've never actually been spooked and put in a position where your knees are starting to wobble, or you can't lock your knees, and you that's what training is about. Learning something new and learning that you can overcome that. That's training. This other crap that most police officers are going through is just certification, so they can check off. And when they do get sued, well, we gave them 30 hours of training. What does that training consist of? Well, we sat around and watched videos of other people involved in shootings. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
They're not
getting. All right, I'm off. I'm stepping back down.
It doesn't matter if they get training or not, because when the police shoot somebody, they have to realize they may be brought up on charges. So who the hell wants to be a cop? You know what I'm saying? Who wants to be a police officer?
My goodness.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm serious. I mean, you get involved in the shooting, the first thing they're looking at you is, was it justified or not? You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
And now you can be brought up on manslaughter charges, not just accidental shooting, manslaughter charges, bro. And it's like now you're fighting for your life. You're fighting for your life, you got to get a lawyer. I don't know if the police department is going to support you. And so you got to get a lawyer. You're going to lose all your livelihood. You'll never be a police officer again. You know what I'm saying?
It depends. I've seen some dudes. Yeah, bro. Yeah, that guy that shot the lady, Massey, that dude had bounced around 5 times in 3 years. And it depends on when they let you go. Sometimes they say, hey, we're going to fire you on Tuesday. If you're gone by Monday, you're all right. And they take the hint and they roll out. And it's mostly shitty officers like that that don't, some guys are overzealous. Some guys are just headstrong, and they should be stopped. They should be given a red card like they do in soccer and say, hey, you're done. Your day's done.
Right.
But it doesn't happen that way. And you get guys, and I mean it happens across the board where they're that lady a few years ago, she drew her
Oh yeah,
I think it was a Glock, and she thought it was the damn taser.
taser, and she
Come on,
taser,
and
boom.
boom, and popped the dude. And
Everybody's like,
inept.
everybody backed up, like, what do you just
Jumped
do?
the fuck out the way. Like, you, what the fuck? And then she said, "Oh shit, no, ain't no oh
Right,
shit. You just killed
right.
somebody." I mean, and then mind you, little dude was resistant at the time, but he didn't deserve to be shot in the fucking chest.
No, no, no.
He was one of them little like a Japanese car drivers, and he I don't know, it was something. When you looked at it, it was something he didn't want to do because he didn't want the car to do something, because the car was probably held together with bubble gum, and they wanted
Bubble
him
gum
to,
and
yeah,
marijuana residue.
and they
Yeah.
want him to, yeah, and it was something like that, and they want him to open the window, and the window was jacked up because he had a screwdriver holding it and all kind of shit, and he was telling them, so they're going back and forth, and the officer that was dealing with it was handling it. This chick come through with the taser, and then it's like, pow.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we had it under control. What are you doing? You know, but that's another thing. You know, we get down a rabbit hole with that, but that's the opinion of somebody else. Somebody else's viewpoint looks like it's a struggle, when in actuality these guys are okay. You know, but just do this, and he's not doing it fast enough for this person, so this person charges through the front line and pops a cap in the mouth.
Oh my god. I don't know if I want to read that. Oh man. You would take a shot at it. Maybe you can make it sound better than when I read it.
Oh, Sarge. All right. To the female Secret Service agent, honey, you better re-sling those titties and get your ass back on post. There's no way your baby will starve by missing one feeding. Those milk bags are huge. I guess he saw them.
Oh, I didn't even know what she looked. I never even looked at it.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
I fold the joke.
that's
You get
funny.
no help. You know
That
help.
is so
You're
funny.
like the fuel to his fire. Jeez.
Yeah. That is.
You know, that's
man.
probably what would have happened had, you know, it didn't become big. Apparently, there was some type of reporter nearby, and she found
Mhm.
out about it, and that's kind of
It's
went
it's like, what are you doing? They just had an assassination attempt.
right.
You
You
know
would
what I'm
think,
saying?
right? Keep going.
Yeah, and you're
That's a
like,
good
come
one.
on. Yeah, they just had assassination attempt, so you should
Yep.
be on a heightened sense of alert. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? But
You're
nah.
at jeopardy too. You're
Yeah,
at jeopardy too. It's not just
right,
him,
right.
you know. And
You should
and
have.
you would think that somebody that in that situation, not only just for him, but also for your fellow, whatever they call themselves, agents.
Yeah,
You know,
secret.
your fellow
I
agents
think they call
are out there
themselves
as well.
secret service.
Then them too. But at that point, you're out there with those people. You're looking out for the guy next to you, the gal
Right,
next to you. You know, and
right.
and what she's doing is like, yeah, I'll get back to you. You'll be all right.
Yeah, like I said, I don't really think she had any respect for President Trump. So
Yeah, I think so too. I
yeah,
agree with that. I agree with
yeah.
that assessment. I
especially-
mean, something is up.
Mhm, yeah.
Oh, you see the nickname?
No, I just jumped off the page. Hold on.
Okay,
Let me go back.
that's a good one.
Her nickname shall be Agent Milk Duds. Okay.
Duds.
Yeah, I was trying to pull something up. I just saw it come from a crazy
What up, Stack? How you been, man?
Stack. What's up? What's going on? Thank you for stopping through.
Yeah, man.
Let's see. I'm trying to bring up a website. So yeah, I mean that was very, very strange. So
It was. It still is. I mean, it's not over because there are more appearances coming up. And not only for one, but for all of them. You know,
Mhm.
regardless of how we feel about each and every one of them,
oh,
they all have to be protected. But go ahead.
here's something funny. Now, you guys know the DNC has started their convention this week. Today.
Chicago.
If you get Chicago, and if you guys notice, all the Palestinians and the BLM people out there protesting their asses off right now. And they're out there damn near rioting. It is funny to see it. You probably won't see it on local news, but I guarantee you, if you go to Rumble and go to their news sources, you'll see it there on Rumble. And it's been so funny that it's watching them eat their own. So, and they have reportedly have fortified the DNC in Chicago, and with high, what is it, 10-foot fences and stuff. It is hilarious to see this. All that works in our favor. You know what I'm saying? So, let it
But
happen.
you do understand that the reason why. This
Go
brings
ahead.
back memories from 1968. The same Democratic National Convention that happened in 1968 with very similar conditions. They were protesting a war at that time.
And guess who won? Nixon. Won because of that. Won because of that.
Well, I don't think they're going to have any riots out there this time, but you never know.
Oh, this is just day one. Yeah, and it's warm. So the longer this thing goes, the more heated they're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? So it's not over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and but just keep an eye on what happens out of Chicago, guys.
But what do you think the big topic of a protest is this week or this year?
Oh, them is they're talking about you got Palestinians. It's Israel. It's Israel. Yeah, they're screaming. The pro-Palestinian people are screaming for this administration for supporting Israel. You know what I'm saying? So there's no president out of the United States that's not going to support Israel.
Yeah.
All of them.
That contract's been signed decades ago.
Yeah, all of them are going to do it. And it only started right after World War II. And before World War II, we wouldn't support them at all. Matter of fact, we didn't even want Jewish people to come to the United States. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And,
see, there you go. That's what you get for reading all them damn books. They turned them away multiple times. The United States, they turned their back on them. They knew, the United States knew about what was going on in Germany back in 1936, 1933, before they even got involved. And they did nothing. And there were plenty of Jewish people in this country protesting and asking the United States government to get involved, and they didn't.
Sure did. Yeah. And the only reason the United States got involved because of it was the Winston Churchill speech that got the United States to go against the Nazis. Because what's that?
Keep going. I got something for you.
Okay. Winston Churchill, they were, when he came in power, the European theater was planning on cutting a deal with Adolf Hitler, and they were going to allow them to come in. But Winston Churchill, he knew if we allowed them to come in, they're just going to kill us all, take control. So he was the only one that decided not to give up Great Britain and all those places to the Germans and started to fight them off. And he pleaded in his letter to the United States for their help. And the United States still reluctantly didn't want to help. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason we really got full blown into it was when Pearl Harbor hit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And there's a lot of, if you go do your digging in on that, there's a lot of potential information that leads to set up inside job. But
I've heard
1 hour ago, there's protests. Some protesters tear down the security fences, 1,000 march outside the DNC convention or the DNC.
So they breached the wall
already.
This is AP.
This is AP.
Oh my God! Let me see. Can I get footage? I'm gonna have to turn. Let me see. Can I see anything that's going on Rumble and see if I got any live feeds so I can pull them up.
Here's this one right here.
You got a live feed?
No, I didn't get a live feed yet, but I'll find that.
Okay.
But here it is. Protesters tear down security fence. And that's
today. Oh, this is earlier. Yeah, this is while the sun was up. Okay. Right. I thought it. Yeah.
I mean, that's not pretty.
That's wild. I love it. I love it. I love it. Tear them down. Go in there. I want to see them go in there and grab them by the,
Man, if you look, it was funny. Just about a month or so ago, I was reading about the one in 1968, and they were all the protesters said that the police were heavy-handed, and when you read the reports that the people went to the hospital, man, they had fractures of the skull, orbitals smashed. Oh, that was brutal, man. Just
That's
listening
because
to that.
police back then in 1968 was hardcore. The
And
police,
Chicago police.
yeah. I mean, police police didn't get weak until after Rodney King incident, and it took a while. And then once the Rodney King incident hit, then the police was like, "Oh hell, they're trying to take us all to jail." And then
Right.
it was like, "Oh well, you know what? They got no evidence. We can still get a way out of it." Then all of a sudden it was like, "Now you guys gonna have cameras and microphones."
And microphones.
And
Yep.
everybody's like, "Oh shit, I'm retiring." You know.
I resemble that remark.
That's what happened
Bro,
to you.
Cameras and 2 cameras, one on your body and one in the car, and one in
Yeah.
the car is facing back at the driver, the passenger, and the rear seat, and one out in the front. Now I'm good. That's
Mhm. That's a lot of cameras, man.
this goddamn live stream. The hell,
Yeah.
I ain't getting paid for that.
Oh yeah,
I'm
that's
good.
the next thing they're talking about doing. They're talking about live streaming your stuff. So now you can't even
Okay.
talk shit.
So most of you guys go to work every day, so you may not see the show. But in the middle of the day, there's a show, it's a cop show, and they have what you just said is a live stream. They ride along with police officers all over the country, and only people who are either retired or sick that particular day or just don't have a job watching that show. Every time I'm watching it, I sit there going, "This is crazy," and they'll have I forgot what it's called. One of you guys may know it. They literally go on location with police officers all
Oh,
across.
yeah, that was live PD. That was a great show.
Yep, that's
But
it.
but when
That's it, live PD.
when that black dude got killed, when he died from overdosing or whatever,
Was he a citizen or
who? I'm
Dude,
talking
you
about the black dude that caused all the damn riots. You know?
the mortar.
Yeah. When he
you gotta
died,
say it. Saint.
I don't know his damn name, and I just know he was
Saint.
ugly. He was
Just
ugly
maybe.
as fuck, though. You know what I'm saying?
There's the cocaine.
But
cocaine does that too.
but when he died, that they took that show off the air because they said it didn't want to cause tensions or hurt people's feelings. George Floyd, thank you, Tulane, and also Gaming Chad, thank you for stopping through too. Yeah. Them police are not gonna shoot anybody, man. These police, they're so scared. They're so scared, especially Chicago police. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. I'm trying to defend them, but
they know it's too many cameras in that area. They got the drones up, all that stuff. They know they not.
I got too much evidence for me to be a hypocrite.
They'll get prosecuted, man. Don't self-incriminate yourself, Al.
I said, you pull back. I pull back. But I like what Unfolding Joker says, because those blue helmets, you get used to it. And Two Leg, you right. They make good targets because those blue helmets, that's international police.
But everybody know the blue helmets are the most weakest son of a guns you ever want to meet.
Bro,
and whoever
those guys are just there for a paycheck.
Yeah, left on left violence. Yep. That's great. So that police show was they canceled it, but they brought it back for a while, and it still didn't get the ratings that they wanted, so then they ended up canceling it again. And I loved the show. The show was great.
Man, I'm telling you, I was watching that show in the middle of the day when I first retired. I was like, this is the life. Watch these guys have to deal with this crap.
It was good because them boys,
people cursing at cops. Yeah, I'm like, well, hit them. Officer, might I suggest your nightstick?
Right. They were jacking people up and carrying on. But when they did DeKalb, if you notice, they did DeKalb County, and DeKalb County just did all warrants, because that's the worst police department besides Atlanta PD out here.
What?
They're the most corrupt, and so they did nothing but they'll just like search warrants and all. There was no police interaction with the civilians, but with cars.
They're gonna lose money. They're gonna lose money that day.
It was like, nah, we ain't doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was funny.
She thinks he's funny. Yep, that was a good one.
I'm gonna show you guys something real quick. Let's see. Let me see. Can I pull it up? So, yep. Here's when you step into a puddle doing a ruck march, and now you have to do the rest of it with a slightly damp foot.
Oh, you stick.
Let's see. I'll take the text off. Yeah. So yeah.
Oh,
But
man.
yeah. Yeah. That's from what's that? It's a Facebook page. I'm
sure.
on. Yeah.
Probably got to have the high sign in order to get in.
It's a bunch of Joes. You know what I'm saying? And they be talking. Yeah, it's called Danger Close.
Oh shit.
And yeah, and so they be really getting in some funny stuff, man. That's pretty funny.
But see, the good thing about you guys is that you're all full of shit anyway, so that you don't care about nothing. Nobody gets butthurt, you know.
No,
just right.
The only thing is like is you come on and post some stuff, everybody be like, is that too soon?
Right.
Everybody start busting up laughing because it's not too soon. So
never too soon.
Right. Let's see what we got here. So coach retired. Oh, okay, they're talking. All right. So yeah, it's what else we got there, Al? I know
I'm looking at it now. Is another one here. There's like you said, the anti-Israel protesters. They arrested some after
they won't
the barrier.
They won't charge them. They will be allowed to get out. They won't charge them, and it will be no pursuit on any other charges after that, because this is technically what will be the charge for that, Al? Breaching that perimeter
for riding.
Yeah,
riding. Failure to obey order, a lawful order. Going into an area that's not open to you. Yeah, all kind of stuff.
Oh, okay, so they can get a bunch of charges behind this, but I guarantee they won't. They won't get one charge. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They never get a charge. Yeah, they never get a charge. But let it be a riot, and these are people on the trying to support Trump or whatever side. On the right side, and they will be charged to the fullest. I mean, they're not gonna play around. I mean, you're gonna be charged so hard.
Let me see if I can pause this. We're gonna get there. There we go. Yeah, there's a YouTube video up about it, and it's crazy because there's a lot of people out there.
Yeah, go ahead and show it real quick.
Yep, a lot of people out there, man. That is crazy. This is ridiculous. I mean,
I can't hear it. Hold on, let me pull the.
No, there's no sound.
Oh, it's no sound.
No audio. Let me see.
Oh,
yes, there is sound.
Come on, let's
go! Jesus Christ! That's all the cops they got out there?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Look, there's only about 8 cops over there.
And you notice that guy? You notice that guy? He did the barrier and he ran off. You saw that?
Exactly.
And now we don't see him anymore. He's not there anymore.
Nope. There they go.
I got it inside that barrier. Why they don't have the National Guard out there?
Right.
Well, and it's also the rainbow people. The rainbow people out there with them too, with the Palestinian people. So it makes a larger group. So you got 3 different groups out there. You got the rainbow people, you got the Palestinians, and what's funny, the Palestinians will kill the rainbow group, and but they're using them to help join their cause and have a larger group. And then you got the BLM people out there with them too, and the Palestinian people will kill the BLM people too, but they're allowing them to come out because when they first started doing that and they started bringing those rainbow flags out, the Palestinian people started tearing those flags down and beating up all the people who had them.
They can never survive in their country like that.
Right. Yeah. They're
you can't raise that. Stein.
No, you will be executed immediately.
Exactly. But now, with that strange bedfellows.
Yeah.
You're and Stack said the same thing. Riot is a charge in itself. So that once you get charged with riot, it covers all the other stuff that you did.
Oh, okay.
'Cause it's basically being out of order.
Okay.
What's that other one? Domestic, not domestic. What's it called?
Civil disturbance or something like that.
Or
right?
disturbing the peace, all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Right. It was
See?
disorderly conduct. Disorderly conduct is that one.
Right.
That's the one I see
another
a
one.
lot of people getting arrested for.
That's a
Disorderly
catch-all.
conduct.
That's a
Yeah.
catch-all. If you get that, that means you done messed up and pissed somebody off. And they go, I
Right.
got something for you. I got something for you. We're disorderly right now.
Right.
You get charged for disorderly just being on there. You two are on there and you're disorderly. You make
Right.
people laugh. And
Yeah.
Stack, you're absolutely right. No Democrat-run city is going to call for the National Guard this early. They're going to wait till the city's halfway lit up before they call.
And
Oh
then-
man, Game and Chad. He said,
Hmm.
Durka Muhammad Jihad. Yep, that's what it
Mhm.
sounds like.
Yeah.
Exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah. They allowed all this to happen, and it's happening.
Yeah,
So,
yep.
they-
And like Sarge said, the guy that you were talking about, he went jihad on the damn fence and then disappeared in the
and
crowd.
disappeared.
And so he ran back into the crowd, not across the street.
But was he a part of their group, or was he a Fed tearing down the fence, causing it all, then take off?
We've seen it before when they had
We've
all the
seen it
rocks stacked
before.
up in the
We've
different
seen it
places,
before.
and all of a sudden,
Right.
no
Because-
building, no construction going on around here whatsoever. But yet there's bricks laid out in an orderly manner for rioters to use.
Right.
And same thing with that guy. He
Right.
knew exactly how to get that chain link or whatever the hell you want to call it, the linkage to separate, pops it, opens it, and jets.
Mm-hmm.
Come on,
Now
man.
you saw a couple.
If
you
you and
saw-
I would do that, we're standing there. Let's go.
Oh,
We're gonna pop it
yeah.
and keep it going across the street.
And you'll
This-
lead the charge.
exactly.
You'll
This
lead
guy
the charge.
pops it and jumps back in the crowd. That's
Right.
very suspicious.
And then you see a lot of people in the crowd that's like, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
the two guys stood there on the thing and held up the politician flag. Then all of a sudden they got out of the way. Then everybody started pouring through.
They got nerve up.
Right? They got the nerve up to fall.
The second thing is, do you notice the media guys? All those guys with cameras are media guys.
They're in the
went
crowd.
They went through the whole first.
They're in the crowd.
Yeah,
That's right.
and they came through the whole first like they were doing a damn film.
Because
shoot.
they somehow or another, I wouldn't be surprised that the DNC is going to try to use this as a January 6th, like Trump did,
Mhm.
and be like, okay, they did this to us. They're trying to stop us.
Right.
And now we need your support to stop them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not going to work for them.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because these guys are violent. You know what I'm saying? They're going to go in there and start hurting people if they get inside. You know what I'm saying? They're
I'm not
very
reading that
violent.
one, Sarge. But I'll go to Stack. Stack said the guy who the defense guy will be charged with inciting a riot, and the rest of them will be charged with riot. And you can read Sarge's comment because I'm not.
Oh, okay. No, I'm
And
not.
everybody else can see it.
You guys can read it online.
Oh, you wild, man. You wild.
Yeah. But just like the guy and what you just said, Stacks, the guy in the January 6th, the guy with the hat, he was inciting a riot and telling everybody to go in and do all this stuff. They never charged him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to look at, okay, was he a Fed or was he a retired Fed? You know what I'm saying?
And that's the same thing. If this guy is part of them, it's the same as like a bait and switch, right? You get the person to commit the crime, and then the officer or a government agent just kind of peels to the right, and as they go to the left, follow me? So that way it looks like it's organic when in actuality it's a setup.
Yeah. So that's what it could be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just think it's awful strange that the DNC didn't have this level. I mean, the RNC didn't have this level of protests, but all of a sudden they got this level of protests out there on day one.
Day one.
Day one.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not making sense.
Right. If it was so bad, then why wasn't this reciprocated a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Right. And then on top of that, you and Game and Chad have the very similar thought patterns. You see that one?
Let's see. I
It's the
don't
second from
get.
the bottom.
Yeah, okay. I don't gaming chat. I don't get that the right don't don't encourage people to counter the left, just like the left does all the time. They used to. Hold on. Go back when BLM started. We had a group. What was those guys? Those Proud Boys.
Oh yeah.
Okay. We had the Proud Boys countering those guys, fist fighting them. What did they do? They said they was all pedophiles and racist. Okay. So then they broke them down. They sent them all to jail. Got a guy, one of the guys from working on the cover for him during the January 6th. He's squealing on them and everything. He still squealed on them. He wasn't even in the state and still went to jail.
Right.
So
I think he's still in jail now.
Yeah, he is.
Like
then you had the Oath Keepers. Oath Keepers were another one. They were countering to the BLM. What happened to them? They sent them all to prison and charged
leadership. They dropped the leadership on their head
and tried to charge them with sedition. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why you don't run counter people up against the left right now. You let the left continue to do this until the left get enough balls to bring guns to the game. Okay. Then it's a whole nother world.
Yeah, buddy, that's your world. Then you be that smile right there is gonna pop up when you hear the first shot. That right there. He's trying to hold it, but he know what I'm talking about.
But that's what you let them do, and everybody just sitting back and watch because they're going to get the balls to do it between now and November. It's just a matter of time. So you better be ready for it. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. Hey, Stack, get a Rumble account, man, because we very rarely use the YouTube, and anybody else does. See a couple other people on YouTube.
Yeah,
YouTube
get a Rumble account. It's free.
They drag us a lot. They drag us down. We get more response from Rumble and other platforms. We could try X next.
X. Oh yeah. We're trying to get X up. I have some problems launching X, but we're yeah, you say X. I was like, what the hell? You know, you said X. I saw the X in my head, and I was like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying?
I have to say it too, like they write it. Formerly Twitter.
Yeah, formerly Twitter. So Gaming Chad said, I didn't see the bricks conveniently placed around the DNC. I didn't see any bricks either. And so we're
being funny. And he said, did you see the bricks were conveniently placed around the DNC convention
during like the Summer of Love?
Right.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah. So they don't want them to get hit in the head, but they want the tension, and they're trying to get the media to focus on the violence around them.
Yeah,
for some reason or another. And
I don't know how it benefits them at this point, but it's there, and I mean it's clear. I mean, I think that they have upset people that they have brought into their midst, and that those people are the ones that are protesting, because you're not seeing a red wave of people down there protesting. These are blue people protesting blue people.
Okay, all right. Let me answer Gaming Chat. Gaming Chat said, "Yeah, I know about the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers. I was more thinking about hiring professional leftist rioters to go against the left, just like hiring the same people who did the Summer of Love." Okay, hold on. The reason why you do that, if that gets out, and you know it will, because the media is not on the right side, somebody's going to talk, and they're going to expose this whole thing, and they're going to turn it back and they say, look, the Trump administration was hiring rioters, and these guys, that's all they would do. You know what I'm saying? Right. And try to turn it against you. Even if it's not true, they'll make it up. Look at how many things that were not true that they brought up against Trump and never apologized for. You know what I'm saying? And never will apologize for. If they pay Gaming Chat, if they pay the leftists, nobody cares if they get arrested, attacked, or become roadkill. Which is not true, because they're going to charge these guys with the heaviest felony charges you can ever get. You know what I'm saying? And these guys are going to talk. If you've been put on the scrutiny, they telling you you're going to spend 5 to 8 years or 10 years in a federal penitentiary, not state, a federal penitentiary. And a federal penitentiary is gladiator school. You know what I'm saying? So you got to spend that in there, and then they're going to talk about, well, we're going to seize your house, we're going to seize your bank account, we're going to seize your retirement, screw your family. So either talk or take these charges and do a plea deal to a lesser charge.
Right.
That's how they got a lot of January 6 people. They didn't charge with none of them with roadkill, or not with roadkill, was rioting or sedition. They got them on lesser charges, and the lesser charge was entering
government building,
the government building unauthorized.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. There's a bunch of them that you can do that, and the reason why is that you want that plea out. There's on the opposite side, is the prosecutors. They want them to plead, because now you plead out, it's a guilty. You're pleading to guilty, saying that I did it, and you're taking this lesser charge. So that's what they want. It is crazy. It is really crazy. Oh wow!
Yeah.
You see that one? He's
okay.
Talking to you.
All right. Yeah, it's just crazy. This is Gaming Chad. It's just crazy because you often see Craigslist advertisement where they're looking for professional writers. Yes, I have seen this, but nobody gets arrested, and it's just I just think you can play their game.
Right, play
I don't think so. I don't think
I wouldn't.
You in hindsight you can play their game, but in reality you cannot play their game because they don't play the game fairly. You got police, you got judges, you got district attorneys, you have the news media all working against the right. All of them. When people get arrested and prosecuted, they're finding out, okay, you're on the left side, no bail, we release you. Don't even come to court. Okay. But if you go in there on the right side, you know what's going to happen. Here's another thing. If you guys ever notice, what's that group where you have those guys in those khaki pants and those hats that's walking around? They're talking, they're supposed to be a new a Patriot Front. I think that's them. And everybody knows those guys are feds. Everybody knows it, because when they get arrested, you don't hear about any charges. You don't find out who the leaders are. They're all feds. To make it look like there's a Nazi white supremacist group out on the premises and trying to get people to get stirred up. You know what I'm saying? That the right is alt-right and they're a Nazi group, and they're not. You know what I'm saying? So the Patriot Front, I think that's the name of the Patriot Front. That's the guys with the baseball caps. They got the faces covered. They got some kind of shirts. They all wearing khaki pants. I know what you're talking about.
I've seen them marching before.
Yeah, it's even the right has grabbed those guys and beat their asses, and tucked their masks off in several occasions. And those guys do everything they can trying to hide their face. You know what I'm saying? And Gaming Chad, yes, we need to use the leftist momentum to have and fight themselves, just like a proxy war. Right now, they're already doing it. We don't have to do anything. Let the Palestinians, the Rainbow folks, the BLM folks turn on the Democratic Party, because the Democratic Party is supporting Israel, and they don't even realize Trump is going to support Israel too once he gets in office. But let them go ahead and fight those guys. You know what I'm saying? It's funny.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm not mentioning those. And they're already coming after me, especially Zuckerberg. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Hey, we try to read as many comments as possible, but Sarge, you guys can read that one on your own. Just like the other one you posted earlier.
Oh yeah, we're still on YouTube. We was on Rumble only, read them all and just go nuts, but we still
man. Oh, that day's coming.
Yeah. Yeah, but the thing about it is Zuck, he does suck cuck. But the thing of it is, he apologized to President Trump, and he also said he will not be supporting the Democratic Party this year. You know, because he knew he was. He said because what he saw after he was getting shot, when he raised his fist in the air, he said that was the most hardcore thing he ever seen in his entire life. You know what I'm saying? He hadn't seen much being hardcore because, you know, look at it. He got soft, pasty skin. You know what I'm saying?
He's probably been handed everything too. Somebody else did the dirty work.
Oh, once he got money, but you know, he started out, you know, he was just a little weird kid, you know what I'm saying? But he's soft, you know. So for him to see somebody who's soft and rich like him to do the same thing, he's like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Right. That was powerful. I never would have done that. He probably would have peed himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he would have. They would have had to drag his ass out there.
Yeah, he'd been whimpering and crying and peed himself and carrying on. You know, people don't understand. Stack. People don't understand that the U.S. support of Israel is strategic, not based on feelings. It's not based on strategic either, and it's a lot deeper than that. Has nothing to do with strategic because we have no basis there. We have no basis in that region at all, so it has nothing to do with that. It's
finish the thought, dude.
I don't want to go down that.
Okay.
I don't want to go down that road. I don't want to go down that road, and but it has nothing to do with being strategic.
Because I could dig at what you say and both of you saying, because at the same time, having no strategic base in there, Israel becomes the strategic base.
No, if you notice, we never put troops on ground in Israel. Never, ever. You know what I'm saying? Even during
they're sovereign.
Even during the 6 day,
they have their own military.
Even during the 6
military.
Right, but we're 100% pledges to them. Even during the 6 day war, we still didn't put troops. We will not put troops on ground there. Once we do, and we put troops on ground,
because at that point you
what? Go ahead and say it. Finish it. We own it.
No, I'm saying because the reason why is that you will start a war. You'll start a war.
Did we lose Al? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You got to pay your
what
light.
That was, but
Al forgot to pay his light bill.
Man, that joker. I'm looking at it on the replay. I don't know what the hell that was. I didn't even touch anything. Hands are right here. But if that should happen, then you would have a right. That's the stacks right there. Is what I'm talking about. An enemy of my enemy is a friend of mine.
Yeah, that's it.
The red.
He knows what I'm talking about.
Yep. And I do too. But I just wanted to just hear.
Oh yeah, I know you do too. Yeah.
I agree with you.
But Tulane, yeah, we do have a floating base over there, but that's not enough. You got to have boots on the ground if you're going to do something really heavy. Everybody, you know this. Right. Yeah, I mean, you've been in this thing, so you know. What's that? Game in Charge said. Oh, big shout out to Dear Sarge.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Two alphas on spot. Yes, the reason why I'm here. Thank you, Gaming Chat.
Yes.
I really, Dear Sarge is a great motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I like that guy.
He's a great motherfucker, and you also have to think. I always say it the other way. So it's Therapy Range.
Yeah,
definitely those two guys are putting this out there and letting us join you guys. We appreciate
Unfolding Joker, Tulane, all you guys. I have to thank everybody on the channel. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because you guys all support and help this show. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And helped it grow. You guys helped it grow.
Give us a chance. That's all. That's what we asked for. And I think that's what when he mentions, he doesn't say exactly, but yeah, he gave a spotlight. And if we bomb, we bomb. If we make it run, then we keep it going. And we appreciate you guys.
Okay, so Stacks said,
you're gonna get it because Stacks has got a lot of deep. He's deep, bro.
No boots on the ground because it would piss off the other Arab.
Yep.
Right. And I just said that, and Al just said that too.
That's what we're saying. But he's just putting it in tight. But that's because he's realizing we're not going any further. He will. Right. He's like, you guys want to stop at that line? I got you. I'll be right back.
Because if you go any farther, you actually commit suicide on social media. You know what I'm saying? You could. and you know, we still got some investments that we gotta
Yeah.
we have
Yeah.
to look out for. You know, we still work for the man. You know what I'm saying? So we got to look out for some stuff. You know, and Dear Sarge, Unfolding Joker turned
man.
me on to you guys.
Unfolding Joker. We
Yeah,
thank you as well. I
he
didn't have
finds
you
some
in
good
mind.
channels. Yeah, you
Yep.
know, and and yeah, and so I mean, we appreciate every single one of you guys because a lot of you guys that turn on to the channel, they watch the channel after. Our numbers go crazy after we get off the air. It's nuts. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And,
And we're really organic. We looked at all the other stuff and partnering with people and getting some professionals to do it. And we were like, man, it's not worth it. Let's just do it and put the seeds in there and see how it gets there. There you go. Teamwork, bitches.
yep, teamwork.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to catch some of you other guys' channels and shows, but
yeah, I'm peeping.
I'd be so tired sometimes.
Man, but their live feed is like bananas. Well, I'm trying to comment on, and it's like, oh, it's gone. It's gone. And I'm not savvy enough to figure out how to actually just talk to one person.
Well, you know, you got the delay, so
yeah. See, Unfolding Joker knows. He knows the history. Good times. We had 10.
Yeah, he said. I remember we had 10 followers or so on Rumble. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah, and we just kept, you know, we had a timeline. We just kept chugging along at it, and going, and you know, I had a thing. I said, okay, I knew YouTube was shadow banning us, and we'll never get monetized over there. And I almost threw in the towel. I got goddamn close because me and Al talked about it, and so we decided to stick it out until this election goes. Then we're gonna see what's happening. And sure enough, everything happened just like we thought. Of the assassination attempt. Now we got this other bullshit that's going on, and with the DNC,
Rumble fit better for everything that we talk about. We start off on topics and we stray, but the stray part is what kind of like the seasoning of the show, and that kind of touches everybody. And then we look at the scroll and the live feed and all that stuff from different platforms. We try to incorporate it because we get comments from Twitch that are sometimes legit and we can actually read them. Most times it's like, what the hell is that person talking about? Because they'll come on and they'll talk about the Antichrist, and it's like, woo, okay, a little bit deeper than we were trying to go, buddy. And but most time, recently we've had some guys get from Twitch come on, and they were literally productive and paying attention to what was going on right now.
Right.
Yep.
I'm trying to look at the ads, man. The ads. We got one that's heavy, but it's I don't want to read it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
I was saying the coffee, man. Let's just do the coffee one.
Well, it's not rated as high. All right, look, I'm gonna email it to you. You can look at it, and because it goes against you can be like,
YouTube does suppress free speech, and it's pathetic. It's pathetic, and it's their platform. It's not a government agency, so I understand. You know, that's what they want. That's cool. They don't like guns. They don't like gun talk. Fine. Just go somewhere else. No way, Gaming Chad. No way. I have to look that one up. The last one. The DNC has its own abortion bus, and it's free abortions in the parking lot.
with mild sedatives.
Right, in a hangar.
Just smoke some marijuana and you be all right. You know? Yeah. So I mean, if you listen to Kamala, she's supporting full-blown communism in this country. And she's talking about the government taking over prices, the government taking over housing, the government taking over everything. We'll all be wearing the same clothes.
With the waiters pay?
Yeah, well, no, the waiters, that came from Trump. He was saying that 3 months ago, and she took that from him. They finding out she's taking stuff from JD Vance too. She has no idea what's going on.
No.
I talked to Al. It was a couple nights ago, and I sent him something that I can't show it from the site, but her campaign is in disarray.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah.
She had another person quit. And guys know her as being vice president. She had over 96 people quit her staff.
And that's
And-
not just the non-gun toters too, because a lot of the Secret Service dudes are like, you know what? If you can't transfer me from here, just fire me. That's
Yeah.
cool. I'm leaving.
She's drunk with power.
Mhm.
She's drunk with power now. Just imagine if she becomes president.
Mm.
This country will dissolve.
I think
You know
it
what I'm
will.
saying? It will dissolve.
Mhm.
And
It's rough.
yeah, it'll be rough. But the real poll numbers are starting to come out. And what is really nice, because it actually the fake poll numbers that they came out when she first came on, those numbers were all fake. They changed those numbers in order to make it look like she had she had a bump, but she was never in lead. Trump's
Right.
been leading this thing for the last 3 years.
Yep.
There's nobody's just been toppling him. And then what's funny, they're trying to make the state of Georgia yellow. That is a battleground state. In the state of Georgia, they just passed a law. Governor Kemp just passed a law that when the ballots come out, they got watermarks on them. That all this stuff that everybody dreamed that should be with the ballots
Mhm.
is there. You know what I'm saying? So the next thing they've been talking about doing is going back to paper ballots. Then they still might end up doing it. So
Damn.
at the last minute.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
That right there causes more confusion. We're in 2024. What the hell are we going back to paper for? You can't even write a check anymore. I was reading an article just recently in the AARP, which I'm a member of, and they were talking about places that don't accept checks anymore. But we're gonna go back to paper ballots. That don't make sense.
I prefer paper ballots because everybody has shown that you can't trust these demon machines. You know what I'm saying? They're even in the hackers convention, they're talking about how easy these machines are easily to be hacked.
Yeah, but when with paper ballots, you start finding bags of ballots on the side that nobody knew were accounted for, or tossed out and not counted at all. Post office boxes full of paper ballots that nobody knew about.
But what you think was happening with the demon ballots? It's still a paper ballot there. You vote on a machine, okay, and it prints out a ballot. You look at it, and it's supposed to match exactly what you printed. Then you take it from there and put it into another machine that counts it. Okay, and then that machine is the one that's changing your vote, the one that's counting it. Then
after you've already agreed to it, right? Yeah,
right. And so that one goes in, and now they got a false count because that machine's been hacked. You see what I'm saying? But when they go and reconcile and recount the hand count ballots, they don't reconcile with the computer. You know what I'm saying? And so, but all of a sudden,
I got you. Yeah,
this
a little bit more security with that. I guess.
Yeah, but this is what. But hold on. This is what happens. They know what the count is going to be off of. Then all of a sudden, within that day, there's another shipload of ballots coming in from somewhere else.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
That offsets the reconciliation from the machine to the hand count, because they already know.
I think you just made up a word too, by the way. But keep going.
Okay. They know it.
I love it.
Yeah, they know what the count is because they make the count. So the only thing they got to do is produce ballots.
Yeah, I got you. And what you just said is crystal clear. Makes sense, because at this point, if we're down 10,000, oh look, we found 15,000.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But one of the things that I found over the years, there's not been one election that did not have some type of fraud or anything. And that's why if you listen to anyone that reports on it, they say widespread. So they accept a certain one. You got hanging chads. They got what's the other one? There's one where you got the populist vote and the electoral college don't match up. And I've seen that numerous times. When I lived in the state of Maryland, the governor was a lifelong Democrat. Right when it was time for presidential election, and he was an elector, he changed his mind and became a Republican, and they were just like, and his name was Schaefer, and I mean he was one of those guys that were he probably could have been governor for life. I think he wound up being a representative.
Yeah, governor. They can. I think Kemp's going to run again, but the governors can run for what 2 or 3 terms or something like that. They can run continuously.
But this dude is this is Kemp's second term. I don't think he could do it again.
Oh, this is a second. Okay, yeah, he might be done after this.
Remember the first one was it's shotgun across the lap. I'll never forget that one.
Oh, okay, yeah,
with the boy, with the girls with the
and they tried to hit him on that one, and but he turned out to be a goddamn good governor. You know
whoa! That took a lot for you to say that.
I don't like the son of a bitch, but he turned out to be a good goddamn governor. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you go down and look at his policies, man, you like, damn, this dude is on top of it. You know what I'm saying? Right. And he's made this state a better state. And
people were making fun because he said barbershops, bowling alleys, and something else, probably wing places, can open up first. And people were like, what the hell? And look at where we are now. Oh, he probably lost Unfolding Joker. But let me go back. Stack, I agree with you that this generation's left is trying to be the turbulent 60s very bad. And they got all the weirdos mixed in with them, just like it was 1962 all over again. And Gaming Chad, yeah, I totally agree with you as well, because right now, if everybody's putting in their vote without any policy or what she stands for,
they vote because she's black. But let me give you a little secret on the black people now. I've been watching the black.
Gaming Chad.
I've been watching the blacks. I've been paying attention to the blacks, and the blacks go on YouTube and look up Dr. Umar Johnson. Go look up a lot of the other black leaders and a lot of these black talk shows. And when they get these people to call into these shows, they're roasting them and they're saying we're not voting for her because she's black. She has no policies. And everybody's saying we're voting for Trump. And majority are black men who are doing it. So what's happening, these celebrities, all these
it's almost like a panic.
Yeah, they're panicking and trying to
Steve Harvey ordered his listeners to vote for her.
Yeah, they're that's exactly what they're doing. They're telling people you need to vote or you're not black. We're pulling your black card. How you gonna pull my black? I'm black. You can't pull my fucking black card. You know what I'm saying? And but they're
I don't need a card to be black.
They're threatening these people to be befriended. Don't be invited to the barbecue. Don't come over to your house or anything like that, because they're not supporting this lady who said she was a damn Indian up to just last year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden she's black. And then the whole funny thing is she makes a fool out of you black people, because she goes to your damn your conventions. She sit up there and see the whole audience black, and the first thing she do is does an imitation of Aunt Jemima right on stage, and you guys just sit up there and eat it up. And her husband's white, and she has no black children. It's ridiculous that you guys are sitting up there supporting this woman because they told you she was black.
Right.
You know, but the lady who pretended to be black, what's that lady's name? That was a part
Rachel Oberthal, something like that.
Yeah,
I remember she was a president.
She had
president of NAACP.
Yeah, had braided hair, cornrow, the whole 9 yards, married a black man, did everything black. She talked black, act black, was blackety black, and you guys got mad at her because you found out she was a white woman.
Oh my goodness.
Got mad. But she was black.
Yeah. Hey, look, if she kept it going, she would have never known.
No, you'd never know. I think she pissed somebody off and they found out and they told on her. That's the only reason I think it happened.
Must have. Yep, and I agree with that too. At
Yeah.
the stack, we talk on the regular, but that's crazy. There was one up here that I was looking at. I was trying to catch up to.
Oh, yeah, Game and
Oh
Chad.
yeah, that
Oh no.
Biden was 36 minutes late for a speech.
Oh yeah, 36 minutes late. Yeah. Big Shooter said he was in the bathroom changing his Depends.
Oh,
But everybody know Biden. Then check this out. Then all of a sudden the GOP came out today that Biden has committed an impeachable fine because they had his family is a crime organization and they found $27 million where his family has laundered money. And so he can be impeached. They just came out this today. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how can you come out with this today and we only got 3 months to go? The impeachment trial is going to take 7 months.
right.
What are you guys even talking about? The GOP knew this over 2 years ago, but they're just now saying this now. You know what I'm saying? Well, I guess they think it's going to hurt them or cause a distraction during the DNC. Man, the news is going to blow that off, not even talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
It's out there, but you got to look for it. And
Yeah.
it ain't front and center.
Yeah. Game and
came out
Chat.
this morning at 11:52.
Right. But nobody's really talking about it. You know, they're trying to push it on certain news organizations and stuff, but come on, man. It's like, why you even bring it up? You didn't even open articles of impeachment. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what are you doing? GOP is a freaking joke sometimes. I mean, they just I mean, it's like they just don't make no sense. Like Game and Chad, yeah, you are right. Don Lemon went to Jersey Shore to interview people on the boardwalk and ask who you going to be voting for. Every single one of them said Trump. Yeah, it was embarrassing for him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's New Jersey where they say, oh, he hates him. He's hated up there.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, that's a leftist stronghold. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Game and Chad said Don Lemon was lying straight to their faces, saying the economy is better now than it was back during Trump.
Please.
And yeah, he did say that. It's on YouTube. So I saw it today and I was laughing about it. I wanted to, you just want to. Listen, I hate liars. You know what I'm saying? But don't. I mean, it's like, come on, man. They think we're stupid. They think we're stupid. You know, dear Sarge, these flat butts are going easy on the help tonight. Either building a mega rat fuck.
Yeah, he said it. I see it here. He was shocked. He was shocked.
Mm-hmm.
A blue state.
Yeah, stack. Black people are brainwashed and always vote Democrat. Yes, they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they do.
They wake up like going to the bathroom in the middle of the night. Just something natural. Ooh,
Yep.
Don't think of it. Yes, Rachel Dolezal. That's the lady's name.
Yeah, you guys both put it up there. Rachel Dolezal. Yeah.
Thank you.
He's probably Two Lags said he's probably talking to dead people. That's why he was late. Spineless. Two Lags is spineless.
Yeah, don't get him started with that, man, because let me see, what time is it? Where we at?
I have a ghost story I'll tell you guys. And Spineless and Nutless are the GOP. The GOP is a joke. They are a joke, and that's why I don't give money to the GOP. I only give it to the candidates, and they call, and if I don't recognize the number and I answer by accident, I cuss them out and tell them get off my phone. You know what I'm saying? And I do the NRA the same way, even though I'm a Patriot member. You know, and let's say Game of Tulag. I gotta read this over here. GOP tried to keep Kwamela out the office.
I like that one.
Yeah, just let Joe do it.
Let
Joe do Joe. But now the GOP is hands is forced. They are trying to scramble, and what they already should have done.
Yeah, I agree.
Which is true. Mm-hmm. They should have been prepared for this, but they're not prepared for this. And I mean, the GOP really didn't back Trump. They tried to get rid of him, and they were working hand in hand with the Democrats doing it.
But who else would be there, like to oppose him?
Hillary Clinton.
No, and the damn
What?
what Republican would oppose him?
What? Oh, Donald Trump. There's no Republican right now that can stand up against him. The guy that they had, who was Superman, down in Florida, that's who they thought was going to oppose him.
Nah, he polarized many people.
No, the Bushes came to him, and all the Bushes, that was in his campaign, and that's when he decided to run, because the Bushes got behind him, and then everybody was like, you're a dirtbag, because now you're being a part of the establishment. That's what people don't want. They don't want the establishment. You know what I'm saying? Right. They want something different. You know what I'm saying? So,
but you can't have anything different. You can have somebody that says they're different, but they're not different. They're all politicians.
Right. But the guy we got now is not a politician. He's not.
He's an
politician. Because he's
4 years of service.
Yes, 4 years of service. Right. So he knows Ron DeSantis, but he knows the game now.
Yeah. So what I want to just say is that they're all the same. If you take that job, you now become you. And what he was alluding to was kind of weird, but you got to understand that when he said, what did he say? One of his reporter dudes asked him if he would be a dictator or something of that nature, and he said that the first day, and then he retracted and said, okay, only for maybe one day. You hear that?
Right. But see, and the thing about it is, if a clown says that to you, just say he was president for 4 years already, and it was no dictatorship. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you have to tell him. It's not like he's his first time being president. This is the second time, clowns. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he didn't become a dictator in his first administration. So why would he do it now? You're not making any damn sense. Then they bring up this 2025 thing. The 2025 thing came out by a conservative think tank, and it had nothing to do with J.D. Vance. It has nothing to do with Donald Trump. They both disavow that they even have any parts of it.
They do it every
they do it every election. They come up with this craziness, and they try to get the conservative president to adopt some of their ideals and some of their think tank stuff, so they can get behind him and rah rah rah. It's like, come on, man. But they're using.
But it's all theory too. That's the killer with a lot of people that don't read it, and it's like you think that this is just going to be something that just pops up, like get rid of the entire education system. This country runs on public education. You need an education department.
Right.
You have to. Somebody got to control it. They give the federal government gives state money. Federal government gives states money. Who's going to be in charge of that?
I understand what you're saying, but they just have to they have to control it. Right. Yeah, they have to control who's becoming teachers and what they're teaching. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody would have known what they was indoctrinating the children in the government schools until the pandemic. The pandemic exposed the teachers and what they were doing in those classrooms. And thank God
what they were doing and what they weren't doing.
Right. What they were doing and what they were not doing. And the parents was like, oh my God, they teaching Johnny to be Jenny. You know what I'm saying? So
Bro,
Jenny,
I saw that a while back when they started having them reading books and stuff to people. But look, I gotta hit Stack up with this one because he said Ramaswamy would oppose this. Come on, man. I hope that's a joke.
No, he look, if he would oppose him, they would have pushed behind him. But that guy's numbers in the polls was not that high, bro. And that's the reason why they never rallied around him. They tested him in the waters. Yes, he's smart. He can talk. But everybody's looking at this guy. He's got some bad stuff in his past. You know what I'm saying? And it hasn't really came out yet. And it would come out if he gets on the limelight. And it's been sitting around waiting on him. He's not the guy that you think he is.
Right.
You know, don't
Dude,
get confused.
when you rise in a company like he did, and get you destroy something to take its
Mhm.
place.
Yeah.
And those people are not good people. All those the CEOs and people of that, they are cutthroat. And we're
Mhm.
not talking about like honorable people that you fight them at dawn. You're talking about people who just kill and have things blown up or um infiltrated with what's the one called corporate espionage, and sink other companies so that you can take their place. Trust. When I started checking that dude out, it's like, yeah,
He's not a good he's
no.
not a good dude. He's
Mm-mm.
not a good dude.
It was the
Yeah.
same thing with the Asian dude that was he was running before. I think he was a Democrat, and he was
Are you
saying
talking
that
about Lang?
smiling, yeah, smiling and all that. Bro, you get to that level, you put somebody else in the dirt to get
Yeah.
to get to this
Yeah.
spot. Fuck out of here.
And see it doesn't come out, and while they're debating on the ground, they're
Right.
just trying to get the support. But when the think tanks start researching behind these
Yep.
people and start finding that information, you notice they don't push them up the ladder. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Pharmaceutical. See, Reggie said it. Pharmaceutical was very cutthroat, very cutthroat. And
Yeah.
and we're even talking about
What's up, Reggie?
dealers and guys
Right.
that not even CEO level, just executives or mid-level management, and it's cutthroat at that level.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah,
dirty.
it's
man.
all, especially when it comes to sales, man.
Right.
It's either
It
you
is.
do or you don't.
It is very, very
And Ron DeSantis went against the grain, and if he couldn't be patient because he's that they got to get it right now, and it has to be my way. And my way, that's it. If it's not my way, then I'm going to blow it up.
right. Yeah. Yeah. And
Yeah.
so it's a lot of stuff, man. And they didn't want to get behind the GOP did not want to get behind Trump at all. But he started a movement, you know what I'm saying? And the movement is they can't stop it.
Right.
So either they're gonna get behind it or they're gonna get blown out of the water and voted out
and exposed.
So they got behind him to cover up what's going to try to happen. They're going to try to do a lot of them going to try to get jobs in the White House just like they did in this first term. And if you notice, when they got in there, those guys were sabotaging everything.
And there was a lot of people removed too.
He was firing them left and right.
Yep.
I mean, he even gave that chick, what's her name, that black chick who was married to
she was on his TV show.
She was on. He gave her a job, and then she fired her ass. And the next thing you know, Trump's a racist. I was like, but she ruined her career by doing that. And she's just disappeared. I think she's working in the warehouse now.
What about my man, the slick dude from New York? He had a cooch or something. He was the press secretary for a while. He had a nice suit though. Yeah, real nice suits. I can't remember the guys. He was there for like a hot minute.
Oh, the
Omarosa is the one you're talking about.
Omarosa, yeah, Omarosa.
But the guy had some real cool suits, man.
Oh, the blonde hair dude.
I think he was brownish, but he might have been dirty brown. But that dude, he was cool, bro. He was cool. It's like the name was a Gooch or something. He was Italian dude. He had a cool nickname. But after a while, he couldn't handle it. They were roasting him at the press conferences. He just wasn't, he wanted to talk his way, and I'm sure he couldn't talk the way he wanted.
Right. Oh, he had
to toe the line.
But you never seen you seen any president go down and give their own press conference. Trump went down and did his own press conferences several times.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, dude. You're like, what? He shows up and it's like just nailing him. Like he's like, you thought that shit was fucking comedy hour at the fucking at the local comedy scene. He's just going at him. It's like, what the hell? And it just pissed him off. That's all it did. Yeah. So
I think that's where he met some of those ladies that he had that recent thing with.
What when he was taking
that little sit down that he had, because some of them were pissed at him.
Oh yeah. It
was based on him having
roasting those women.
Face-to-face conversations with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh man, I
But
can't see the finest dude's name. Go ahead,
what
I'm
the
listening.
Italian dude?
Yeah,
This type
man. I mean, he was cool. I'm looking.
this type in chief of he was chief of staff, right?
Is he the chief of staff or the press secretary? One of the two.
Oh, the press secretary. Just look at Donald Trump, press secretary. That's all you gotta do.
I did, but another guy's face popped up. That's what I said.
I don't think it was press secretary. Yeah, but whatever, man.
He was a cool dude, man.
Yeah.
I just don't think. I think he just couldn't handle the workload.
Yeah. You read my email I sent you?
Who, me?
Yeah. You see it? That's
I'm
that's the highest one that's coming up. Nothing else is coming up for some reason. They're holding us back.
Oh boy.
They're
Let me
holding
see.
us back. We only got 2, Al. Just 2.
Oh geez. Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I'm not reading
Yeah,
that.
we gotta let that
It-
go.
I'm not reading that. No,
No,
we only,
no.
I've been refreshing, and we only got 2. 2 only.
Yep. They're narrowing it down because we did coffee and what was that other one?
They want us to read some of the other
light
ones.
bulbs, and they
Yes.
wanted. Yep. they're
So
gonna
we won't
push
read
it.
any tonight.
You're gonna do this, or you do nothing.
We're not doing anything tonight.
That's right. Eat your
Screw
gruel.
them.
Eat your gruel.
Yeah, not tonight. But
Oh, my goodness. That's hilarious.
we want to thank you guys for watching the show, though. And
Absolutely.
it was a fun night tonight. We had a lot of fun. You guys keep us going. And we'll be back next week. We still didn't get into what you did last week. You got the pictures, video?
No, I don't have. I'll have it next week.
Okay. Yeah, Al did some special with shooting cars and stuff last week, and it was
Had a
actually
good time too.
Yeah.
A lot of eye opening for a lot of folks.
yeah. Wonder why is the chat just not going through? Was it hung up?
Yeah,
Uh,
I saw that. It was just like
yeah.
bang.
Yeah. Dear Sar said the motherfucker looks snazzy in his suit with his gators.
Right.
Sarge, you've been hanging around too many black guys.
He did. He
And-
cracked like a bitch. Oh, Sarge is old, man. He's got
Yeah.
experiences, bro. He got
Unfolded Joker,
experiences.
take it easy, fellas. Gaming Chad, thanks for giving us some great entertainment. Thank you. And Tulag, take it in the way you can get it.
Yes.
Preferably easy.
Absolutely.
All right. We appreciate you guys. Every single one of you guys that came on supporting the channel. And the only thing I got is I'll see you guys on the range. What you got, Al?
That's right. I just want you to make sure we defend the second so we can pass it on. That's all.
That's it.
It's simple. Very simple.
All right. We'll talk to you guys.
All right, guys.